getting real interesting on these YouTube streets. Real interesting on the YouTube streets. Real interesting on the YouTube streets. What up, y'all? What's good? Where y'all at, man? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Y'all know good out there, man. Please make sure y'all subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button. Hit the like button for me, man. Hit the notification so you'll know when I'm up here. We got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. It's a big Sunday, and I've been watching. I'm seeing what's happening out there, man. But yeah, it's 50 Cent, Fabulous. Who else? Jim Jones, Mano, Davies. Sparking a lot of controversy. It is what it is. But I want to point out a few things. Cause I've been seeing a lot of vlogs. A lot of vlogs been building up. It's been building up and building up since 50 Cent didn't answer back. He said he was busy. He's doing something for the New Year's, and when after the New Year's, then he'll come outside and play. But people saying, well, Fifth, you responding to Papoose, why you ain't doing nothing back with responding back to, Mano and Jim Jones and them? You said after the New Year's. Then you got a lot of people saying 50 don't want no smoke with Fab lyrically. Then you got people saying 50 a rapper, but he ain't rapping no more. He's a big businessman. Once you're a rapper, you're always a rapper, man. That's just that. And 50, when him and Cameron was going through it, he did videos and everything with rapping and going at Cameron. So, I'm just wondering. I'm wondering, man, because I'm listening to the people, man. I'm listening to the people, man. Pimp Zane, what up? I'm listening to the people, man. Salute, Tennessee, what's good? Camp Gaddafi, I see you. The people is wondering why Fifth ain't coming back and saying that to them. Now, what I'm trying to say is they are utilizing the reason why Fab might not be coming back. Why 50 might not be coming back at Fab, because he really don't rap. So now people is easing in Loyd Banks. They're easing in Loyd Banks, knowing that Fifth don't even rock with him no more. They know Fifth don't rock with Loyd Banks no more. Loyd Banks, definitely nice. Definitely one of them guys that I see that could go side by side with Fab. So I get it. So now people putting Fab versus Loyd Banks, which knowing that Loyd Banks and 50 Cent do not indulge with each other no more. But at the end of the day also, can't say Fifth don't got no love for Loyd Banks, man. And I know Loyd Banks got love for 50, man. And if he called his brother, he coming, man. I guarantee you, that's just me observing and looking in, man. That's just me observing and looking in. But us knowing 50 Cent, he always handled his own battles. He never called Loyd Banks for no other rappers that he was going up against. Never, ever. So why now? Because of what? Fabulous just went crazy on the track. So it's like people pushing and pushing for it. Pushing and pushing for it. Because they'll love to see a real hot battle. I get it. You would love to see a real hot battle. My point is, it started with 50. So 50, in my opinion, I think 50 should handle that lyrically. Because we can't stunt. 50 is lyrical now. Y'all can't stunt on that at all. He know how to make songs. But Fab know how to make songs. But Fab is lyrical too, if it had to come to talking that slick talk. But on the other hand also, 50 never really, well, I guess he went slick talking with Cameron, but you know, that ain't never really, it did what it did. But it wasn't like, you know, people was like, oh, Fifth went crazy on Cam, Fifth went crazy on Cam. It just was a back-to-back. Cam did his joint back to 50 with his rap thing and video and all that. They was going back and forth. Same thing with the Locks. With Jada and Styles P, I want to say. But why all the bloggers trying to push Loyd Banks into this? But this is what I look at. I look at whatever. This is how God works. Whatever is needed to bring two brothers back together, because 50 and Loyd Banks, and I see Loyd got a lot of love for 50, man. I see the interviews, man, listening to, you know, his talk, passionate. 50 the type to just hold everything in. He don't want nobody to see no weakness. That's how I vision 50 Cent. He's not out here saying Loyd Banks, Loyd Banks, Loyd Banks. The vloggers are. They are calling what they're asking for because they want to see. Long Island, what up? I see you. My bad. I see you. I see you. The vloggers is calling for it, and they pushing, and they pushing. Fabulous verse Loyd Banks on this vlog. Fabulous verse Loyd Banks on another vlog. I've been seeing it, man. But it started with 50 and the whole Let's Talk About It podcast. The Fab verse was the most effective. All of them was hot on their verses. Can't front on that. All of them. Mano, Jim, Davies, and Fab. But 50 always held his own, so all the vloggers is pushing that. But I'm gonna let y'all see one. Let me see that. Let me see this joint real quick, man. I'm gonna let y'all see something real quick. Hold up. Hold up.
Now peeping the old niggas, giving me grills like George Foreman. Y'all think it's something to bubble nickels. I'm on a CL waiting list, other jumping a double nickel. And Slim keep grinning. She gotta like the way I stop at the light and the rims keep spinning. The guard is spray with no warning. Next thing you know, he's on your chest like Hardaway and Zoe Morning. After your wife, see my watch is lit. She want me to bust in the eye so she can watch my kids. Still in the club, ready for the grounds with 9 shots. I'm hard-headed, I ain't learned from the time that Sean got. DEA know I'm still getting the Hershey. This play is cool, you never see me sweating my jersey. Been in the precincts, I've been in the precincts, screaming FABOLOUS, yeah. Yeah. I got. You ain't gonna get no love. When you broke it, feel like a border zone it. Life's your opponent, watch the homies you walk in your home. The blocks are hungry, the problem's like a homicide. The corner's like a coffin, sidewalks the way the hardest. We spend our summers where it's haunted at. Pour liquor on the ground for my niggas that ain't coming back. Sleep revenge, I'm in love with that. Hard to be a humble cat in this jungle trap with a gungle. Out in the crossroads, which only the Lord knows. Short, simple, long nose, shopping till the store closed. The trick the boy broke. Loyd Banks, hungry as a nigga unemployed, so voice show. Opinion at risk, compare opinion to this. Will lift, get a miracle, millionaire with the gift. I hope most y'all hysterical, getting there with the clip. Trying to copy the style when I'm sitting here with the kid. Rap, face off.
Hey, so y'all let me know right there. Drop some comments who y'all think the verse was even hot right there. Let me know what y'all think. Who verse was hot even right there? Even right there. So to lead up to, if that's what Fifth gonna do, bring in, one of his, he got all right to, because it's for them. So I guess, but if it will repatch a relationship, I'm all for that too, though, more than anything. Brothers need each other, man. For real. Brothers need each other. That's what's important. But it will be entertaining if Fifth bring in his goon, man. He gonna bring his goon in, man. Loyd Banks, man. Against Fab, nigga. That would be crazy. Right there, that was just a quick snippet. Somebody sent that to me. Made sure that I seen that. So I had to bring it to my audience, man. For real. They said, nah, 50 played himself. Bomb Legacy said, nah, 50 played himself. He should have never gotten rid of Banks. Now bet East Jomo and Fab got heaters in the deck. Got heaters in the deck ready. Trust that. Banks, I doubt, will help. He said, why you think Banks won't help, bro? Somebody asked me what I think about Gully beating women. Talking about beating women. I put up a podcast. Go through my page. It's up there. We'll get to that in a few. We talk about this 50 Cent, Loyd Banks. Fabulous right now. Bomb Legacy said 50 Cent can't out-rap that crew. Straight up. I messed with G-Unit, but nah, them squatters got him. New York City, stand the F up. I'm on the West Coast, seeing these mad, jealous, hate, laugh out loud, NYC, keep that fluid going. respect your opinion, bro. I respect your opinion. We gotta keep it real though. 50 is lyrical too. He know how to make songs, man. He know how to make songs, so I can't say that he can't come back himself without Loyd Banks. But Loyd Banks got that flow like Fab though. And Fab got that flow like Loyd Banks. I'm gonna give both of them their props on just the flow. And not saying they like each other, and, you know, they got the same style of like each other. They have their own, that gorilla flow. That's how I want to say it. Fab got that gorilla flow. Loyd Banks got that gorilla flow. So it would be very interesting. But, you know, people been calling me, and they like, damn, now all of a sudden, Fifth, or these somebody, or now you want to call Loyd Banks back. Now you want to call Loyd Banks back. Charles said Banks won't help 50 because they are not friends. And I get it. And that's why I try to turn a negative to a positive on this situation. Maybe this will be the one to bring two brothers back together, man. Sometimes God works in mysterious ways, man. Maybe this will be the one to bring the two brothers back together, man. Hopefully behind the scenes it wasn't nothing too detrimental that either one of them say, nah, I can't rock with you, nah, I can't rock with you. But all the vloggers is the ones saying Loyd Banks versus Fabulous, Fabulous versus Loyd Banks. That's what all this is about right now. Well, this is what people is trying to push. See, when you push something and push something and push something on this internet, sometimes it happens. But I don't know if this one will happen. I don't know if this one will happen. But y'all just seen it, man. Let me catch you up one more time, man. I'm with my brother Q Lover in the building, man. I gotta show it to y'all one more time, man. For the people that's piling up in here that didn't see what I'm talking about. I don't know why they not friends no more. But hopefully they can. This right here might patch it up, man. Sometimes you never know when you're gonna need your brother to come in and step in for you, man.
Now peeping the old niggas, it's giving me grills like George Foreman. Y'all think it's something to bubble nickels. I'm on a CL waiting list, other jumping a double nickel. And Slim keep grinning. She gotta like the way I stop at the light and the rims keep spinning. The guard is spray with no warning. Next thing you know, he's on your chest like Hardaway and so morning. After your wife, see my watch is lit. She want me to bust in the eye so she can watch my kids. Still in the club,
that's
ready
crazy,
for the rounds with 9 shots. I'm hard-headed, I ain't learned from the time that Sean got. DEA know I'm still getting the Hershey. This player's cool, you never see me sweating my jersey. Been in the precincts, I've been in the precincts, screaming F.A., Theo, L.O., U.S., yeah. Yeah. What I got? You ain't gonna get no love. When you broke, you feel like a border's on it. Race your opponent, watch the homies you walk in your home. The blocks crowing, the problems like a homicide. The corners like a coffin, sidewalks the way the hardest. We spend our summers where it's haunted at. All liquor on the ground for my niggas that ain't coming back. Sweet revenge, I'm in love with that. Hard to be a humble cat in this jungle trap with a jungle. Out in the crossroads, which only the Lord knows. Short temper, long nose, shopping till the store closed. But took the boy road. Loyd Banks, hungry as a nigga unemployed, so voice show. Opinion at risk, compare a billion to this. Broke myth, get a miracle. Millionaire with the gift. Most y'all hysterical, getting there with the clip. Trying to copy the style when I'm sitting here with the kid. Rap, griot, face up.
Who y'all think had the hottest verse right there? Who y'all think had the hottest verse right there, man? If I have to pick on that right there, and those are different times. That's when Fab was on DJ Clue mixtape. The one with Loyd Banks was on the radio. He just picked that beat. Just so happened they picked the same beat years later. That's called Great Minds Think Alike. They are two great artists. To me, right there, I like Fabulous verse on that one, if I had to pick. Mark said Fabulous is in a different era from Loyd Banks. Meaning what, though?
No, he ain't.
Meaning what? I was in a different era.
No, he ain't.
He was before Loyd Banks' time, but Loyd Banks is nice, just like Fab. Nice.
It came out 2 years after the goddamn Fab, bro.
Nice.
Fab came out 2000. Hunger for More came out 2003.
Q said Fabulous came out 2 years after,
Before.
which Fabulous came out 2 years before Loyd Banks. But that don't mean Loyd wasn't killing nothing in the hood.
Yeah.
That don't mean Loyd wasn't killing nothing in the hood.
This nigga on mixtape for 50.
He was on his rise at the time. That's just how it happens. Some people that's before your time get to be heard before you do. So I get it.
At the same time. Hunger for More came out
Said
2003,
Fabulous
2004.
had more hits than Loyd Banks. I get that part. We get that part, but we talking on a lyricist to lyricist thing right now. We ain't going off of hits and all that. That's the
Tell
case.
nigga comment five Fabulous hit records right now. Like I can count 5 off of Hunger for More. Period.
And
From I Stay Fly to The Roof on Fire to
who's that?
Loyd Banks.
Loyd Banks.
Karma with Avant. Nigga, that whole album is a classic.
Fab been out since 1998. Loyd Banks came
Been out at the same time.
Loyd Banks came out in 2002.
He was rapping with he debuted in 2002. Yeah. He ain't but Fabulous ain't come out no 98. What record he had in 98? You think about that.
Who?
98 you had Lauryn Hill.
No,
Fab.
Fab was out on mixtapes. He didn't.
That's what I'm about to say. He ain't debuted to the early 2000s.
Loyd had mixtapes out.
Yeah.
Fab is more seasoned than Loyd Banks.
Fab didn't hit the scene to Lil Mo. Baby, want to be my
What year
one.
was that?
That was 2000.
2000.
All you want to. That nigga what? I know music, man.
He said Fab is dope, but Banks is a spitter.
Yeah, he is. The fuck?
He definitely a spitter. I'm not taking nothing. Both of them are spitters right now.
Both niggas spit.
So I can't say who would win. I can't say that. Cause it's all about delivery and what you come with when the time is now. Like when a boxing match about to happen, we know two fighters is definitely both nothing to play with, but it's about the skills when they get in that ring. For real. Somebody said you can't compare Banks to Fab. That's insane.
Well, ain't nobody comparing the two. We're talking about the years.
Shoot the shot. Hey, yo.
Niggas said they ain't in the same class. They in the same class.
Mark said Superwoman with Lil Mo.
Yeah.
Fab has had way more success than Banks. Yeah, because he came out before him. So it's like
He debuted.
it
Yeah.
just it is
He
what it
debuted
is.
as a solo artist.
It is what it is on that point. Artists got to play catch up when the person is already out.
Yeah.
But him being out could still. It's like Clarissa Shields going at Muhammad Ali's daughter right now,
Later.
and she got world records because she's ahead of her time or she's before her. So we still won't know if she could beat her unless they fight. So it's the same thing. The G Unit mixtapes was all Banks. His Money in the Bank series, his Halloween Havoc series in a rap battle format. Banks will cook Fab. Fab was on mixtapes back in 1998 and 99. Banks was on Guy R. Brewer Chillin'. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. This looking like like, this might make people forget about what 50 started with. Let's Talk About It podcast, by putting Banks in it. By the vloggers putting Banks in it. 50 never said I'm getting at Banks. I'm gonna bring my shootout, which is Banks and all that, because you know they're on bad terms right now. But once again, this might be the thing to bring them two brothers back together and make history, man. What's crazy about this internet? Negative stuff will bring positive out of something if utilized the correct way. Mark said, I always wanted Fab and Banks to battle since 2003. It would have been, yeah, that'd be a good one, man. 50 said he punched girls in the eye. Well, we ain't talking about that right now. But it wasn't a record, being that we ain't talking about it right now, it wasn't a record that he said. So I can't be biased to what you commenting on right now. But we talking about rap battle stuff right now.
Yeah, we talk about 50 Banks and
50 Banks and
we talk about Banks and Fab, not 50.
Yeah, well, we is talking about 52, because my point is 50 ain't said nothing back yet. He said after the New Year's he'll be out to play. The New Year's is over. What's the day? The 4th? Shane Ray said, set the battle up, Boosie. We know you got that type of pull, OG. Let's make rap fun again. I definitely could make that happen. It's just all about if it could happen. But there are people, you know, more established with setting up battles than I am. So I got to be 1,000 with that. But I definitely could set that up. Easy. But I would love to see how this take place. I'm just noticing, though, a lot of people is pushing. Fab versus Banks. Fab versus Banks. So many places. Only thing is, Fifth don't rock with Fab. Nobody saying Tony Yayo. Nobody saying Uncle Murder. Who else? Who's with your boy Buck? You know he definitely ain't rocking with Buck no more, so we'll definitely leave that alone. Mark said they have similar styles, punchlines, facts. That's true. Metaphors, wordplay, and lyrical finesse. R.I.P. Big L. Yeah, you're right though, Mark. That's a fact. Marco, he said, I always like Fab's delivery and punches. Yeah, the boy punched, and he punched hard. Boy, you gotta come, boy, listen, you gotta come hard. But Banks, man, Banks spit hard too, though. But I always told people, man, when I used to listen to these Clue mixtapes, I used to be like, yo, who is this dude, man? I'm like, and I kept hearing every mixtape. Clue knew what he was doing, dropping them, with Fab on them, spanking them mixtapes, different mixtapes. I'm like, yo, whoever this little dude is, this nigga getting ready to blow up ASAP. He getting ready to be out of here. Clue getting ready to take him out of here. Shot Gravy said, throw game in there. He can outbar any of them cats. Or am I tripping? Nah, game is nice. He might be right, but he ain't seeing eye to eye with 50 neither. D-Rock, salute. Connecticut in the building. Bomb Legacy said, come on, homie. Stop it. Fab will wash the whole unit. I ain't mad at you, homie. Don't sleep on Funeral Fab. Come on, 50. 50 so shook. He had to derail it to Papoose. Yo, Bomb Legacy, yo, you wild for that one, bro. Wow. He had to derail it because it is the 4th of January. Come on, 5th. Let's get to it. Clue had Desert Storm featuring Fab, Joe Button, Ransom, and RP Stack Bundles. Yeah, Clue knew what he was doing, man.
RP Stack Bundles.
Yeah, RP Stack Bundles, man. He gonna be in my documentary. I was in the studio with him, man. He showed mad love. Good dude. Great dude, man. Great dude. He didn't even know my artists like that. Was in there making sure the levels was right and giving them pointers and all that. We was in there doing a song with Jim Jones called "Take Your Breath Away," man. Stack Bundles, man. RP, man. Damn, you hit a good one right there, man. Rocks with that dude right there, man. And I didn't know who he was at first. We was just in the studio with Jibby to come in and record the song, and he just started implementing himself into what we was doing, which was love. I had the pleasure of meeting Stack Bundles, man. Great dude. So I know why it was a huge loss to a lot of people, man. Shout out to Stack Bundles, man. My condolences to the family if they see and hear this. Mark said Clue had Desert Storm featuring Fat. Oh yeah, I read that one already. Somebody just. But good hip hop is always gonna be good, man. And we don't take nothing to the streets with the ignorance and all that, especially with powerful brothers, man. Jim Jones, Davies, Fab, Mano, 50 Cent, man. Let's keep it hip hop, and that's what I like. I respect that a lot.
Let's segue while we do music. Hey, Big Boost's gonna start doing music reviews, so y'all know any artists that want to get their music listened and reviewed on live, send that music in.
Yeah, send it where though? Tell them where to send it at, man. Give me your email.
QTheManager@gmail.com. QUETHE
Facts. Status Boom said, keep giving people this work and never stop. Salute to you, bro. Never gonna stop. That's what I do. I bring the real. Intelligent. Salute to you, bro. Boom Legacy said, this New York rap beef is good for New York City. I got a few artists I manage. I would like to send in the work. Cue the management at what?
Manager.
Cue the manager.
QTheManager, QUETHE manager@gmail.com.
Facts. Send it in. Let's work. We ready to work. And we're gonna premiere a lot of people's stuff, man. That's what it's all about. And we've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing the DVD stuff with music and all that. So nobody can talk about I'm doing what they do. Nobody. I've been doing this for a long, long time, man. Big facts. Fab is definitely lyrical. This what Mark said. That is the lyrical threat by himself. Never needed a team. Facts. A one-man army. Purple Heat receipts. These are all the DVDs I used to do, man. Plugged in DVD. This is in 2002 and 3. Been doing it. But you're right. Fab is definitely needed nobody, man.
Mm-hmm.
Need nobody. But I'm going to keep it 1,000 with y'all, man. I'm going to keep it 1,000. That's why they save Fab for the end. Because at the end of the day, them dudes is smart. The way they put it down the line, it was lined up just right. And they saved the last or should I say the best for last. They didn't roll off egos, none of that. Big shouts out to Jim Jones, Mano, Dave East, and Fab for how they put that together, man, for real. Mark said, New York City hip-hop needs a severe comeback. R.I.P. DJ K. Slade, that's crazy. I just talked to his twin brothers yesterday. They mad at Harlem Legend, but they was like, they was gonna do an interview, but they wasn't gonna be slandering him. It was gonna be grown man conversation. But they was like, we ain't even gonna answer back to him. Continue success with your podcast and business endeavors. I appreciate you, Mark, for real. What you think about Max B's new mixtape? I didn't hear the new mixtape. I heard a single with him and French. I like the single with him and French. You know, it's still not that Max B we looking for. Max did his thing on there, but it ain't the Max B we looking for yet. That's all I got to say about that. But I need to hear the mixtape before I could answer back to that. Somebody said, I think 50 Cent, Status Boom, so I think 50 Cent has bit off more than he could chew this time. Mm-hmm. Papoose is kicking his chops right now. Pap and Fabulous are rappers to play with. They will flame you. What you think about that, bro?
If you ask me, 50 Cent started this shit because he fucked with them four. 50 Cent is on record saying that he does shit like this to create promotion for certain people. Because as you see, he hasn't came back with anything as of, you know, these last few weeks. But it could be some malice behind it on 50 part. But I think what he's doing right now is really helping them brothers. Because the podcast numbers has went up since this shit done started. Fab, Jim Jones, and Dave East streaming numbers have went up since this shit has started. So, if anything, 50 did a good thing by starting this so-called beef with these guys.
And I gotta agree to that. You know why I gotta agree to that? Cause everybody making money off of it. All the YouTubers, everybody's making money off of it. So at the end of the day, you still gotta give 50 his props and give him some love. Cause everybody that's talking about it on these bloggers, even me right now, talk about it. It's gonna be a couple dollars behind this right here. So I gotta say, yeah, salute to 50 on this one. For real. But it's entertaining. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. It's called take a negative and turn it to a positive. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's all what it is, man. But once again, it might turn two brothers to get back together. I would love to see Loyd Banks get back with 50, man. For real. And they continue on their journey, man. Forever. Instead of being, because we all we got out here, man. That's why I be telling people every time, man. I like to stay cool with who I'm with. If I go do something with somebody, if I could patch it up, let's patch it up, man. Reef 2K said, oh, he gotta apologize. Who gotta apologize? 50? Big Rex TV, salute, bro. He said, I like the single. Mark said, I like the single with Max and French. It's 16 years later. I'm glad he's home. Yeah, he got to get with, you know, he's sparring right now. He getting this thing together. The song wasn't whack. The song was good. Nice song. But he got to find that in the pocket song that we waiting for from Max. But I'm sure he gonna come with one, man. Status Boom said, understood, you making good points. Yeah, we gotta keep it real, man. He said all publicity is good publicity. Big facts, man. Big facts. That's my bro Q Lover, man. Q the manager, man. On IG. QTHE manager. Mark said fifth is the king of trolls. He's a businessman. He's great on marketing and promoting like the old Def Jam and Bad Boy teams. Facts. Yeah, because y'all got to look at it. He took Chameleonaire and said something slick about Chameleonaire. Chameleonaire was like, yo, what is he talking about? I ain't got no beef with 50 Cent. And they ran into each other somewhere at an event somewhere. And 50, they said 50 walked over to her, put his hand out, said, bro, man, it's all marketing, man. He said, I threw you the alley-oop. You supposed to ran with it. But I get Chameleonaire probably ain't even that type of person. Man, I ain't going back and forth beefing with nobody that I don't really have beef with. You know, or maybe could have not beefed with 50 and just said a few things to him and put a song out, I guess. And that's looking at 50 turning the hip-hop market into something else. Make it look like people beefing even if you ain't beefing. But remember Cameron said Jim Jones said he wanted to do a beef. And he was like, I ain't really with all that. And I don't want to do it that way. We might confuse the fans and all that. So 50 just do it true. In another direction.
50 understands that competition equals money.
Right.
That's what he understands. So, cause he did the same thing with Diddy in 2016.
Right.
When it came down to the liquor.
Right.
He like, let me talk shit about Diddy. And so we can create this whole thing of, let me try Diddy liquor and then let me try 50 liquor. Everybody went because you got to purchase the bottle to try it. So it's like he knows competition. Why do you think we have so many cell phone companies? Competition equals money.
Who's cell phone company?
That's why we got so many. You got Verizon.
Oh yeah, right.
T-Mobile. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got, or when it comes down to the phones, you got iPhone and Samsung. These are the remaining two big companies that's competing with each other. Competition equals money sometimes.
Nah, that's
you got to have competition because you don't.
That's a humongous fact.
Yeah.
But when you playing in the lane and saying something to somebody that really don't got beef with you, that really can start a beef. Because another person that don't understand why you doing it.
But you see he went after the people that know the difference between real beef and business. Mano even said in an interview.
What he said?
He was like, I said I appreciate it. He was like they said,
recently.
Yeah, they were like, how you feel about 50?
I'm
talking about you. Mano was like, I appreciate him.
That's
so like the podcast numbers done went up.
Facts, yeah, and I want to see you get us up out of here. Facts. But see, it's understood now what's going on.
But you know what I mean? Like 50, no, he knew who to go. He ain't take nothing personal. It was all business. He's like, y'all don't own that building. He ain't say nothing about their household. He ain't say nothing about y'all own that building, y'all do that podcast. They responded. Bruh, Dave East numbers done went up like 75% on streaming.
No, I get everything.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. I overstand.
Jim Jones been streaming for a minute now.
I overstand what you said.
Mano numbers done went up.
You ain't saying nothing wrong.
Like,
everything you
that
said
shit is working out.
It's working. It's working out for all the bloggers out here, the podcasters, everybody eating off of it.
Off this one thing that he said about them not owning that building, they all on the press run.
And now they even got a name for it, squatters now. Now it's squatters. They come out with something, squatters.
See what I'm saying?
Squatters. And they turned that negative to a positive. Shout out to Jim Jones, Dave East, Mano, and Fab for turning it to, we standing in front of that. We squatting about it. That boy, look, just that one line right there was hard. Let's squat about it. They all bust out laughing. They didn't even know Fab was gonna say that. That's big. But hey, This how we keep each other getting some money, I guess, man.
I'm telling you, man.
As long as it don't turn nothing into the streets.
That's it.
That's cool. Because other than that, what are we doing here? Nothing. But let's get on these mics.
5-10 years later, they're going to do a reunion. Watch.
They said, are you... Daxton Hill said, are you going to be in Dame Dash Paid in Full series since you played in the movie? Of course. That's my brother. If he pulls something else out, of course. I got to be in that all day long. But we got something coming in February. Y'all stay tuned. Dame said don't say nothing about it, so I ain't going to say nothing about it. That's just that.
He might have a bigger position today. He might have executive producer. He might not be in it, but he'll be a part of it.
Oh no, I'm gonna be in it, nigga. If he doing the movie or the series, I'm in it. In that. I gotta be in that. But you still right. I don't need my executive producer credits, Dame. He gave me credits on Honor Up. And I just had a shootout scene. That's how real Dame is. He gave me credits on Honor Up. He didn't have to put my name in there and all that. Just doing a quick shootout scene. So yeah, you right about that too, Q. Make sure y'all send this to Dame Dash. Big Rex said, make something out of nothing. Facts. That's how it goes. You gotta make something out of nothing, man. That's what we are about. Us as black people, nothing against no other people. I'm just saying, us as black people, we create a lot of stuff in life, man. If you do your history, all the stuff that we use, irons and all that stuff, man. So we gotta go off of what our ancestors did and keep creating. And even if it don't work the first time, that don't mean you're a failure. You get back in there and create something else, or you get back in there and try harder to push what you got. Once you see that it ain't working, you leave it alone because you don't want to keep spending money on that. Take the other money and put something else. Always have something to the side to make moves. That's what we do. Come on, stop it. Said Gully talking crazy about you. Shaking my head. He going crazy on me right now? He just dropped it? Status Bull said, do the knowledge. Big facts. Always gotta do the knowledge. Gully better stand down before New York swap him like Visa. Big Rex said that. Come on, stop it said. He said, Gully said, you small like Uncasa, and he will put hands on both y'all. He was on his IG talking about you co-sign a rat on some podcast back then. He talk about AZ. I made my opinion about what happened with AZ and the actual people that snuck in the house and did all, what they did, right? I didn't co-sign nothing. I just gave my opinion. And at that point in time, I was like, well, how could he be a rat? He didn't rat on the niggas. He didn't do crime with them. Now, Eon just said something about it on his joint yesterday too, which I talked to, my big bros and all that, and they was like, yo, at the end of the day, he did what he did. You gotta understand. So at the end of the day, what Eon was saying is correct. Even with Zip with the drip was correct. He got on the stand, did what he did. That's on him. what he did. But I voiced my opinion about that. Now, telling on, when I say people that hustle together and get locked up, you ain't supposed to tell on each other, is what my standpoint was on that, amongst what A had going on with his situation. But even speaking about other people and bringing other people in also is never good, ever good with ratting. I don't like rats. I don't like police. I don't even talk to AZ. AZ don't have my phone number. So the end of the day, that ain't got nothing to do with what's going on right now. My IG is The Real Big Boosie. TheRealBigBootie. So, you know, I made my opinion, but anyway, my name's solid, so ain't nothing he can do. He'll never put no hands on me. That's what a lot of dudes thought that they was gonna do growing up. Little slim nigga, I'm gonna do something to it. This, that, got slammed on their head. He better ask about me. Not only that, nigga, we outside for real, for real. We outside in real time. So if a nigga ever think they gonna put their hands on Bootsy, where you gonna live at, nigga? Eon done put your addresses all over everywhere, man. Don't play with a nigga like me. I'm just not one of them, bro. At all. And I don't care about all that other extra stuff or what you'll put hands on. You don't come outside, man. Come to New York then. Unnatural to come to New York. I'll address him later. But yeah, like I said, my bro ER, yeah, he's absolutely right. I talked to my brother Unique. We broke it down. Somebody in the comments told him, yo, Boosie and Unique had that conversation. We did that live already. So it is what it is. Ain't nothing, no more I can say. I stand to be corrected. If somebody correct me, that's talking correct stuff. And Eon's a smart dude. Been there, done that. Unique Machiavelli, they're smart dudes. I gotta listen. See, a lot of people don't like to listen. A lot of people don't like to admit when they wrong. So yeah, I can stand on that. But I don't hang with nobody anyway. I just be with my homies right here. And me and my co-defendant did our time. Went and knew a lot of people to tell on. I don't like rats. I don't like police. Would never ever talk to a police, even if I did do something. I'd shoot a police in front of the police and still say I didn't do it. And no disrespect to the police, because there's a lot of good police out there that stand on they just doing their job. Because police is needed for ignorant people outside. So, Gully, what I see about him right now, you just a nigga that be talking. You do your research about me, nigga. Little skinny old Boosie, boy. We be outside 5 in the morning waiting for people, nigga. For real, for real. But that ain't what I'm on right now. I'm out here to teach the kids that ain't what we need to do no more. See, people like you make these kids think that people can do these type of things. People like you that don't stand on real business, that lie about what they got. If you got Benzes and all of this and all of that, why is you still in the basement? You ain't even upgrade nothing yet with doing your podcast. You somewhere else interviewing. You just interviewed Mark Curry. That ain't look like that's your place. You went somewhere where it was a nice looking location to do it and all that. I ain't mad at him. He can say what he want to say. Everybody talk that talk behind these cameras. But I'll be outside. For real. But I don't hang with AZ. AZ don't have my phone number. Nothing. Learned a lot from him growing up. All that stuff. But other than that, who cares? It's never going to take away from Gully just admitting that he beat on women, man. Don't try to take the attention off, man. But I love, keep mentioning me, man. Why you doing it on, I guess he might do a YouTube later, but why you doing it on Instagram? Well, maybe people, I don't know. They, when people do that, they say, man, I ain't giving them no attention so my followers can go over there to him and there. I don't care about your followers. I build my podcast off of real reality. I don't talk junk about celebrities, and I don't be in their business. I don't be saying F this and F that about this celebrity. I don't say F this and F that about somebody that's my friend. If so, me and them will handle it behind the cameras. You on camera with beefing with all the people that you was ever cool with, bro. That says a lot about your character, bro. If you was a journalist, you would know. I don't know. Do they teach journalists how to lie in college?
Depends on what class you take.
Q said depends on what class you take. They might teach you how to lie to promote what you looking for, what you try to sell, man.
It's all in how you say it, man. It's wordplay, man. It's law. That's how the law works.
Daxter said, street knowledge. Please don't give me that dude. Please don't give that dude any energy of yours.
Facts.
He really a corny dude. Facts.
Facts.
I agree with you. I'm just, breaking it down real quick. Real quick. Ain't nothing they can say. They can research me. They can do all that. I don't hang with nobody but my dudes, my homies, man. All certified. Anything I ever did in them streets, all certified. Period. He need to tell a part about when it did happen to AZ. We was outside with them blowers, man. Me, Rich Porter, three of my other friends. Well, two of my other friends, one of the other guys was with Rich. And even Alpo was around at that time before, he was driving around trying to find the dude who initiated all that. But we was outside waiting for him to come home. So he need to worry about that part. Tell him about what he'd do to me. You're right, I ain't even gonna feed into that because it don't make me no difference. I ain't said nothing wrong. You said it. You beat on women, bro. So why you mad at me? Why you mad at me for? Come on, spot on. Yeah, he checked the dude butt vomit. You right. He sounds stupid. We'll get rid of him. What about correctional officers? What about them? What's your question?
I was a CO.
My boy Q right here was a CO. Big facts. Sitting right here next to me, man. They are good correctional officers too. I got one sitting right here next to me. Gully just be talking. He hurt by what you said. Now he talking about running down on you. Shaking my head. Crazy work, fam. Yeah, why you want to run down on me? That ain't what he want to do, nigga. That ain't what he want to do. That's what he better know. I'm not nowhere near none of that. And you look at unlike a little brother. That's my little brother. And that's why I'm here standing up for my brother. Because he don't do no dirt to nobody. And for you to go up there and act like you defending him, but subliminally disrespecting him, you is out of line, brother. That's just the bottom line to it. You out of line, man. But where would you put your hands on me at? I like to know where that'll be at. New York, NC, I'm in NC, nigga. I'm heavy everywhere. I go to LA, I'm heavy in LA. Where you want to go at? It don't make a difference. Big Rick said, be at his door with that 40. He be hiding in the basement. That's a fact. Even if he ain't hiding, make it better for me. I don't need you to hide, nigga. Let me see where you at. The internet make most of them feel like you won't see them outside. Facts. Come outside. I don't talk junk about nobody. And what I'm saying about him, I'm not talking junk. I'm just spitting out of my mouth what he said out of his mouth. He whoop on women. I just interviewed and let speak his piece on my channel. Big facts. He said AZ, he was mad young and didn't understand the repercussion of XYZ. However it may go, but I can't front. Like Eon said, man, if somebody do something to you, put the word out and go get them. But the word was out, and we was out to get them. So, and this is a true story. Can't make this up. So for Eon to say that, it all just makes sense, man. For my brother Unique making order to say that, it just all makes sense. I was just giving my opinion of the situation amongst them, the stick up dudes, and that, which still I could stand corrected, man. I could be a real man and stand right here and say it, cause I don't condone nobody that rat on nobody, man. I could respect a rat that say he rat, but I can't hang with you. I could respect the rat that say he rat, but I can't hang with you. That's it. Bottom line. So, you know, what's his name? Gully can say all he want. I don't got AZ number, he don't got my number. That's just what it is. Gentleman Corner says, shout out Boosie, a real 100. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate that. I just try to be a man of my word and just be a real dude at the end of the day. Period. It is what it is. The Simmons said, does Harlem show love for Cameron, J.R. Ryder, and the other members? It's people, I mean, I hear a lot of people that show love to Cameron. Everybody that always say something about Cameron say Cam is a good dude. I've always said that about Cameron. Cam is a good dude. Came and did stuff for me. I ain't never gonna forget about that, ever. Even if he wrong about something, I would just tell him if we talk on the phone or something. But other than that, he was always a good dude, man. He did. He came down and did a party for me when he after the pay the full was done, and you know me and him started clicking. He came down and did a party for me. He ain't asked me for no money. He came down. We was gonna split the door money. Just so happened, a female that I had working the door thought was family to me, a sister. She stole money. And she know what she did. Stole money. And Cam was like, I told Cam, I'm like, damn, the door ain't really make that much. She was pocketing money. And Cam was like, all right, don't worry about it, man. Just give me what I paid to come down here for in the room. And I took care of all of that for him. And he ain't never stressed it. I heard he was mad about it, though. I heard he was mad about it. But I was mad about it. I didn't understand, like, what was the demographics of that. But it wasn't fully packed, but it was packed enough to make money for me to give him what he was asking for. But still build with me. Every time he come down, call me, yo, I'm over here, come here, come to the hotel, yo, we over here, this where we at, this, that. Still rocking me. Real man, real dude. Cam is a real dude. So that's the only thing I can say about Cameron. And a lot of people that I always hear, they always say, man, Cam is a good dude. Cam do this, Cam do that. And I know why they say it. He Mr. Petty like he called himself and all that, but at the end of the day, if he rock with you, he rock with you. Yep, I hate him and Dame going through that, but that's two brothers. And I'm in the middle of that, which I ain't in the middle of it. I'm just saying he's my boy, Dame my boy. It's like, that's just something that they going through and gotta get around. That's all. Alright, so other than that, nah, people speak good about Cam up there. I don't know about J.R. Ryder and the other members, how people speak about them. I never had no relationship with them. I never heard nobody say nothing bad about J.R. Ryder. Real cool. I met him at one of his functions. I went with one of my people, and Jaz-O was there, Jay-Z homeboy. And my people knew Real, like they was tight and all that. When everybody started clearing out the function, something that happened with Jaz's car outside. So he asked us would we drop Jaz off for him. Of course, and that's what we did. And Real, to me, was a good dude from the time I met him. Casa talked to him the other day, like, man, Real talked to him, that's his brother, So everything is all love on that side. Everything. Come on, Stop It said, Gully was never your friend. I don't even know that dude. He was using un for the shine, and he said that. You mad because I started getting money. Why would somebody get mad because you start getting money? We from Harlem. We want everybody to get money, boy. That's the Harlem essence. So you didn't learn none of that when you came to Harlem? And he was introducing you to everybody? He ain't telling the story. Look, Duke the Guard done. I'm going to let Un tell y'all, but Duke the Guard and sent receipts that your boy Gully sent them $3 grand for a verse for something. Homie sent the verse to him, and Gully disputed the $3,000, and the bank overturned it. He got receipts for that. He ain't telling that part. Like, real friends don't do what he did to on camera. Facts. When friends have issues, you figure that out in private, but never embarrass your people. Nah, he was trying to be slick. People that be too smart for their own britches, their own good, think that he can downplay Jim Jones and all of the Dipset and Jewels and Cameron and say F them and F them, they ain't this and they ain't that, but still gonna go in the Un with the, yeah, like Un, man, you like basically saying unstupid or crazy or dumb or whatever, however he worded it, but it wasn't a good look. And then he tried to hide behind it like he was really looking out for Un. Like he think he's slick with his wordplay and all that, man. Gentleman Corner said Duke, Casa, Real, J.R. Ryder would have been better. Yeah, because Casa started from he's come from the essence. If it wasn't for Casa, Cam wouldn't have never met Real. So that's how Real got into the fix. Fila Speaks said, yeah, I told Gully it was his fault. What you told him that in the comment? Salute, Fila.
And then Real was my favorites.
Pull up with the Gully on IG. We don't see what Gully talking about, man. It is Gully's fault. It ain't my fault. I didn't tell him to say I beat there. He bouncing like I beat them my bitches, nigga. Like in a pimp terminology. Like, come on, bro. You smart. You went to school. You're supposed to know you don't talk about women like that, even if that is in your heart. Will Dame Dash and Jay-Z ever squash? I can't never say that. I wish they would. You know how much money I'm gonna make off of that tour? Huh? I wish they would. Fila said, yep, in the comments. What is on his Instagram? It's on his Instagram, Fila. That's it right there. See, a lot of people, man, a lot of people, when they get some money that never came from money,
it's been brought to my attention from my female followers. There's a couple of my female followers hit me up.
when you come from nothing and then you start getting money, man, and you don't know how to control the money
Hope everything is all right. You're teaming up
or
with
control
I don't give a fuck about
your
no shit like that.
control
I don't
your
give a fuck about no
your
shit.
ego.
None of that shit. You niggas supposed to move your pack.
It's never gonna go right for you, man. You make money, don't make money make you. Always be cool with your people that you was with before you had the money. Once you let that go, things ain't never ever gonna go good for you, man. I left it on his YouTube video when he reacted to okay, I got you. Oh, he was on live 2 minutes ago. This the one, let me hear it, bro. Turn it up loud, let my people hear it, man. Let them tell us this the one. This one right here?
It dawned on me this morning that I should get y'all some. I'm gonna tell y'all the
Say
story.
Gully said he on Casa Fargo. He jumped out the window with that. Yeah. He also said that he is God. How you think you gonna disrespect God? When a man compare themselves to God, man, they all the way lost their mind. That's crazy to me. But this him right here talking?
Managing at the Real Gully TV. But tonight, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm gonna tell y'all the Skibo Debo story because a lot of y'all see.
Like I said, I think we forgot sometimes Jay-Z got his own problems. That's a fact.
My new followers,
But I hope he looks out for Dame behind the scenes.
$250,000. So keep up the good work. And I wasn't out of touch. I wasn't
Oh, this is what he had on, but he was in a car. He said he was in a car.
I wasn't disrupted.
Someone brought you up, and he said he would put hands on you, and that his dirty young boy or young bull.
Gully from Philly? Or
He's
Jersey?
from Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. It's
He
close
keep
enough.
trying to claim Philly, but Philly told him he can't even come to Philly.
Right.
I like to see people, with videos when they in the places where people say they can't come to. That's what I like to see. He ain't put hands on that dude that had him sitting outside his car. And that's why people wondering, why would you say you would whoop on a woman because she made you mad? She violated. Homeboy was violating you and you ain't do nothing. That's crazy. That's a fact. Free like he put his head on Bootsy. Nigga. Y'all won't see me on this podcast no time soon. Now, Gully from Erie, Pennsylvania. And no man gonna put their hands on Bootsy. I don't care who they is and where they from. And I ain't saying that they won't do it. But I just ain't never been one of those.
What's his IG?
Gully? What's Gully IG, y'all? I just say never been one of them, man. And I ain't no tough guy. That's not what I'm claiming. No tough guy. Anybody can get it. All of the above. I'm just saying, we ain't doing all that. We ain't doing all that. It ain't up there.
It's old.
That's the old IG.
I don't know what it is, but ain't no live video.
The Real Gully TV. The Real Gully TV. But that one must be active too if he got the same thing on, but he in the car. The Real Gully TV.
Peace. Good morning.
I don't know nothing about
Following the Real Gully TV.
hitting on women, bro.
I hope y'all don't get annoyed by my time.
That's always a no-no. But he said it, a lot of his female artists, female fan base was hitting him up.
Vintage content, some
So,
exclusives.
like the female fan base hitting him up after he said what he said. That's deep to me, man. What kind of woman would be hitting a man up after saying he'll beat
The
on her?
Real Gully TV.
Yeah. THREALGELLYTVL. Yeah.
That's what I put in. That's the Real Gully TV.
Joe Visuals, what up?
And then you go to accounts. That's all that pops up.
Right, I don't know, man. That's wild. Gerald Street said, bro, you way too cool to even pay this any mind. Nah, I ain't paying it any mind, but you know, but just say my few little words, but I ain't going back and forth. That's not what this podcast is about. Woofing with nobody. But at the end of the day, I still have to speak a little bit of peace for my little bro that put in work, help a brother get the way he at, and then he think that he can just disrespect him. That ain't cool. And when I'm saying it in a cool manner. I ain't saying it in a disrespectful manner. Now, after it went crazy, after he said what he said, that he'll whip on women. He did that. I didn't do none of that. Gentleman Corner said, Gully Harlem Pass revoked. Maybe all of New York. Facts.
Something about the block party trying to have for his music video.
Alright, so man, I already know. We're about to single. But once again, though, I'm gonna get a update. We doing the unvideo shoot in Harlem, putting the dates together right now. It's gonna be big, big, big.
Drop a fire emoji if you pulling up.
That's a fact. Gentleman Corner said, Uncasa put it too much work. That's a fact. And I'm only speaking my mind. Well, first of all, I was just letting little bro talk when I interviewed him. That's it. Once I heard out a man's mouth say it whoop on a woman, that's crazy to me, bro. And a lot of people speaking out, so it's a lot of people he gonna put hands on then. That's just, you know, that's just that. Bottom line, we about to go crazy for with this new single, man. This new single gonna go stupid. We repping Harlem. I'm gonna have all official Harlem nights out there. All my Brooklyn Queens, all of them gonna come through, man. It's gonna be a day of fun shooting video and all that. And representing with the little bro, man. That's it. Cause it's only right, man. We give my bro this love, man. Unput that work in, man, for real. L Blizz, what up? We gotta put the work in for this new single, man. If y'all new to the chat, man, make sure y'all subscribe. Everybody hit that like button for me, man. Hit that like button, man. For real. We shooting a video on Harlem. You ain't heard the song yet? Hold up, I might gotta pull the song back up for y'all, man. I gotta play it every time I get up here, man. For real. Song Flame On. I'm gonna let y'all hear the joint, man. We're gonna vibe the Uncasa right now, man. Y'all send this to Gully, man. This what we doing, Gully. This what we doing, Gully.
Hit up Q at Q the management, man, so we can lock everything in, man.
This what we doing, Gully. Hold on, y'all. Gotta let y'all hear this joint. Facts. Okay, you heard it yesterday. We gotta go in. For my little bro, man. They can't act like he wasn't a factor in this history. We can't rewrite history, change history, nothing. He was there from the bottom, sitting outside with mixtapes, selling them, man. Anybody that sits outside selling mixtapes and help somebody get to that next level, man, we always got to celebrate them, man. Period. I was the first to sign Uncasa. Unfortunately, I got locked up. But he continued his path. He continued his path. And that's why, and when I came home, still showed me love.
Yo,
Love. And ever since, if I needed something, he was at the top of the game when Dipset was popping. If I need him to come somewhere, he coming. To help put money in my pocket. He's a little bro that any little money that he helped me get, if it was $2 and it benefited me to go to a next level, I'm never going against that brother. Never. Nobody. Period. I'm gonna always be there for you type of brother. Dennis Jones said one of the biggest days in New York City was killing, robbing, selling, and bullying people. Alpo, he was definitely in the game, period. Yeah, that's another conversation. We don't want to get into that. Gentleman's Corner said can't change that Dipset intro at all. That like set the tone. And that was Cameron being a genius, knowing what he was doing. Why would he grab somebody he just met that he know that's nice, he like him, and took a chance on putting this new guy he just met as the intro for his album? That says a lot, man. For real. We gonna listen, man.
Boy, Big Boosie. Happy New Year's to everybody, man. Got him making moves. Enjoy my little, bringing in the New Year last night. Did it big. And you bro Jonathan. Crazy right now. My little bro Uncasa been going in. There we go. My bad. So he did his heartfelt joint to Jim Jones.
Let me get to it, y'all. Hold on.
Podcast. Number. Been out for this one, man. Y'all about to hear this Uncasa joint, man.
It's that Uncasa, y'all, for y'all that didn't catch it the other day.
My boy hungry. We're going to Harlem. Let's go, man.
The block trying up, and everybody cold cheap. Niggas trying to coke, selling dope in these cold streets. I really, I just wait, I just cold cheap. Niggas high-headed, in the court, they got cold feet. That's the challenge for the old shit, so stay away from phonies, get your bag and stay low. Police, diamonds to the rollies in the hood, that's the trophy. Ace got some Kobe, she got your mama place, using blades like Shinobi. All the bad bitches, they be acting like they're not me. Telling me they love me, bitch, you better show me. The faces on mine, better pay me like they own me.
Let's go.
Gang like shot can hustle everything, paying cash through the roof, screaming
Money anything.
A lot of champagne, pop, a lot of diamonds in the ring. If I leave the game with a lot, be the same. Another gang like shot can hustle everything, paying cash through the roof, screaming money anything. A lot of champagne, pop, a lot of diamonds in the ring. If I leave the game with a lot, be the same. At the port with the plug, and we both watching books out. So much coke on the boat, he got the boat out. 3 hours later in the kitchen watching coke out. 100 birds in the bag, and I'm thinking all profit. Middle of the summer, and I'm thinking about 4 shots. Them niggas put me at the mall, and we all got it. Celebrate like the motherfucking ball time. Wanna wait the ball rock, it's raw, so you gon' cop it. Get it how you want it, all solid, all pop. Feel like Nas in the 90s, then we all pop. Game like rich, I can hustle everything. Throwing cash through the roof, screaming money anything.
This nigga unterrible, boy.
Living.
This boy is official, boy. Official. Talent, man, is like good food, man. You can't. You always gonna go back and get it, man. Definitely gonna be fresh, man, with the baddies around. That's a fact. All day long. Already known for being fresh, though. That ain't really nothing new. That ain't nothing new with A lot of his stuff, and he known for his fashion.
With a love, be the same. Got a gang like rich, I can hustle anything. Throwing cash through the roof, screaming
Money anything.
A lot of champagne, pop, a lot of diamonds in the
Do
ring.
money anything.
With a love, be the same.
Yeah. Pay attention.
Yeah, we going in for my little bro, man. For real. It's go time, man. Coming very soon. The movie coming very soon. We're gonna have a release date soon. It's supposed to be this month, January. We're gonna be dropping that. I'm gonna get this video done, and we're gonna have fun with it. Everybody gonna be outside doing the things we like to do. Gully TV, you are invited. We invite you to the video shoot. I invite you to the video shoot. Gentleman Corner said, Boosie, keep my brother Uncasa together. That's a big fact. And he gonna do that himself. I ain't no dummy. He know how to get money. That's why he's still here. Those are why people like Gully was around him, because he know how to move. People like People respect He don't be too over the top. He just be who he is. He don't try to act better than nobody. He never acted better than anybody when Dipset was going foolish, crazy in the streets, in every city, every state, everywhere. He always was the same dude. People like that are supposed to be celebrated, man. It's crazy. It's bad enough we don't have good people out here no more. You be thinking people, your homeboys, that you help out and put in position, be the ones that always go against you every time. And that's this is the thing that him and Gully got going on, man. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that except for when he's mentioning beating on women, man. And I got daughters. I couldn't stand to hear that mess the way he was saying it, with proud, with honor. Demise Jones said, the streets have no love or rules. Definitely ain't got no love, but the
Mm-mm.
rules was definitely was there. Like, you're not supposed to do nothing to kids and women.
But they gone.
And we definitely don't nobody got no love except for the ones that's around you that really love you. But
There's no loyalty, no principles, and no morals. Without those three
Casa,
elements, you can't do shit.
that's a fact. Casa always played his part, loyalty. That's why I'm standing here with my brother, because he was always loyal. So I'm gonna let people know he ain't by himself.
Without those three elements, you can't do shit.
He ain't by himself.
Principles, morals, and loyalty.
And the gully dude said he wasn't gonna pick up the phone for him. So how's you his friend? You saying it broad date on camera. I ain't picking up no phone to talk to him. Like he ain't nothing to you, bro. That hurt when a brother know he took you around and got you things and done things for you, man. That hurt. Yeah, rules don't change, only the game. You're right.
They're not supposed to, but they did.
Right, they definitely did.
You had a lot of niggas that they could retire from the streets. You're not supposed to retire. The streets is a fundraiser.
Definitely no kids or women, but people still do it. There should be a rule, just like if you RAPE a woman and you go to jail, they gonna tear you up in jail. If you hurt kids and women because you trying to get at somebody to get some money, you should get the same treatment that a person raped a person. Excuse me, YouTube. RAPE a person, man. That's crazy. Yeah, the streets definitely got rules, man. And doing things to kids and women, old people, people that can't even defend themselves, y'all don't get no points. I don't know how people are considered gangsters. Sneak unaliving your own friends. When they think, yo, we getting ready to go to the party, or we getting ready to go get something to eat. Get in the car and somebody in the back go clap you in the back of your head. But you ain't straight up approach that person. Straight up approach that person and handle it like a man. Yo, why you did this? You gonna sneak a person? Even with the mob, when they know they did wrong, they know what it was. They stand there and take their faith when they get in that room. They stand there and take it like, all right, come on with it. It is what it is. I'm here now. I can't get away. It is what it is. Because they did wrong. When you know you did wrong, don't go to those rooms. If they faked you out to do that, and you went to the room, and you know you did wrong, you were stupid for falling for it. Because you still think that you had people fooled behind their back with doing foolery. But now when you didn't do nothing wrong, but you want to snake your friend because you want their money, and you make them think everything cool, come over here, and then you unalive them, that's sucker what kind of gangster is that? That's not how it goes. If they never did nothing wrong to you, you just doing it for your benefit, your financial gain. That's a real sucker nigga. You still don't get no props. Even though nobody ain't supposed to tell on the person. That's still a cowardly act. And that should be put in the rule book, being that there's no rule books too. It should be put in the rule book, because it is in the rule book. No mothers and kids is involved. Even if you see the dude, you're supposed to let it ride. Now, if a person override that, they violate it. So when they come, they need to have that paperwork for that too. he unalive. He wanted to get at the person that he wanted to get at. Mistakenly killed the mother or the girlfriend or the kid. They normally don't even get the person they looking for. That should be dealt with also. Because without that being dealt with, it gives these stick-up dudes a pass to do what they want to do. And then when they get caught, if they get caught, they don't have no repercussion when they go to jail. A person that RAPE, a woman, they go to jail, they get repercussion. It should still be the same thing. They said Gully went to Japan and forgot where he flew from. Dennis Jones said, dude, I'm 48, living the American dream in DC, family, 6 figures, legitimate house, dog, white fence. I already got shot 7 times in 1996, 19 years old. I woke up and got back, and got my ish together. Big props to you, homie. Big facts. But that's how it's supposed to go down. That's how it's supposed to be handled. I ain't even gonna lie. That's why I said I agree with what A did. I was just giving my opinion on what ratting is. And, you know, due to certain circumstances, the way it broke down to me, I gotta say, yo, you right. You gotta get out there and handle it. We was outside ready to handle it. We got called to stand down. That's it. Me, I'm gonna get outside and handle it. Anytime I ever had any problems with anybody, we went outside and handled it. Period. So anybody on these YouTube streets want to research me, go ahead and do it. It ain't no myth. I don't stand on none of that. But big up to Dennis Jones, man, for real. People like you is stories that need to be told. Because it ain't no joke outside, man. Dennis Jones said, my CDL license alone allowed me to leave the streets at 25, now 48, no bills except for property tax. Big factors. That's what's up, my G. Big thumbs up to you, man. It's stories like yours that need to be told out here, man. For real. Nah, big thumbs up to homie though, for real. These brothers like that is inspirational to these other cats that won't even understand it. At 25, a lot of them right now outside still doing ignorant stuff. You took yours and ran with it. From 19, being shot up. After that, you said, yeah, I know what I need to do. Thumbs up, man. Gentleman Corner said, never bite the hand that feeds you. Gully used Skibo Debo as a cop-out, right? But Skibo Debo ain't jacking none of that. Y'all gonna be seeing him talk in a minute. Dennis said, I like that life in DC and paid for it because of my decision to be a big boy in the streets. Facts. I get it. That shit came with the game. That's all I'm saying. Facts. You ain't said nothing wrong. It does. Yeah, the 90s was crazy, man. Shit, can y'all imagine what the 80s was, boy? It led the 90s into what is going on. But then in the 90s, everybody started being rats, so you gotta fall back. Leave the game alone. It's crazy. Feel Speak said, yeah, DC was no joke in the 90s, very similar to West Side Chicago in the 90s. Shit, DC wasn't no joke in the 80s. All the way up. And we got our own culture in DC. That's a fact. Go-go music, the heart of the city. Shit was wild, that's a fact. And a lot of them go-go band dudes that played in the band was gangsters. Nothing to play with. Big facts. And we had problems with y'all New York City dude trying to set up shop in our city. Laugh out loud. Love-hate relationship. Nah, no doubt. I totally understand what you said. And me going to DC recently with that's where I met Eon at with my bro Unique Mega Audio. I met Anton White, Kurt Bones. I met 9 Millie a little later. All love over there, man. And they mental is, if they know what they know now, none of that dumb stuff wouldn't have been happening back then. And one thing about New Yorkers, man, I love my New Yorkers, but when we go out of town somewhere, we always think we better than everybody else, man. We always cover the ego, man. A lot of my New Yorkers come down to North Carolina and be wanting to, you know, with their chest poked out on people, man. And I tell them, man, just show people love. We ain't got to poke our chests out on nobody. Show them love, because there's gangsters everywhere, man. And for a person to be thinking that they are the only gangsters in the room is always the ones that never make it back to New York, man. That's just real talk. Unique Mega Audio was still is. I done seen that, man. He had people from DC waiting to see me, real gangsters, nobody to play with type dudes. Couldn't wait to meet you, Boosie. We was waiting for you to get here. It's because he showed love and respect, because that's their town. You go to their town, you show them that respect, man. That's any town, anywhere. You show respect to the people whose town it is. Nobody is better than nobody on this planet, period. We all are the same type people. We all get fresh, get fly, get money, get them. And like homie just said, Dennis Jones said, we got their own culture. Respect the culture. Respect the movement. Because it really, at the end of the day, it's a learning lesson. Oh, wow, this is how they do things out here? The women is beautiful. Yo, there's so many beautiful women in that spot, man. Like, God damn. Respect where you at, man. And it'll take you a long way. And that's all a man anywhere on this planet is, just demand their respect. Other than that, Anton White got me a Unique room, really got Unique the room, but I was with Unique, but some old luxurious stuff. I talk about this all the time. Something he made sure that we were straight before anything. We get into the party, everything is free, but bottles is flying around and being, you know how they had the sparkles on the bottles. You'll think people at the table was buying the bottles. No. When the bottle get finished, a waitress will come around and say, yo, we need more bottles. More coming. They made sure that we had our own booth, chilling. I think I met Eon at the booth at that time. Good dude, man. But that was a good point, though, that Dennis, of love and hate, because even back then, when some of the New Yorkers and DC was going at it, it was some DC and New Yorkers that was good friends. I don't know who is Nikki. Who is Nikki, bro? Dennis. Junkyard Band. We used to book them to come down here to these college parties in North Carolina. They highly favored out here. DC, New York City, and Philly are definitely set trends. That's a fact. All day long. And they all like this, man. Close to each other, man. And we got a fit Jersey in there too. Because Newark, New Jersey is one of them spots. We got Trenton too. And that's the reasons why, you know, people like I mentioned from DC, they in their mind, they like, man, we all need to get together, be running around these tours and talking to these young kids. That's what Anton White was telling Unique and myself, and even Kurt Bones. You know, we need to do these tours and talk to these kids, go to these colleges, man. So, you know, we didn't do it yet, but we're gonna have to set up some PR publicists to do the work and put it in. Killers respect killers. That's a fact. Different hood, different cultures, different agendas, right? And they are all to be respected when you go there. Why you think tourists go places? Because they want to see these things that they see on TV. And they're there respectfully. Can't go in nobody's city and nobody's town and acting like you better than them. Do your research even before you even do stuff like that, man. And I ain't just talking about on no gangster stuff, just period. So they can show you, oh, nah, we do the same thing here. We probably just do it a little bit different, meaning cooking something or dressing a certain way. For real. And I'm loving that now we are, you know, we at this bracket where we can teach each other to show these young cats that if we was bugging on each other back in the day, y'all, if we good people and love each other right now, we gonna show y'all the same thing. Stop it. Because we gotta cut that shit off at the path of these young dudes beefing with each other. And we are killing each other, not the white people, man. We are doing it at a massive rate, and it's bogus and corny, man. Now, if somebody violates you and do something to you, hey, you can't tell nobody what to do. But stop violating the person so that don't happen. Try to have some love in your heart. Some people just grow up in different environments and grew up kind of rough. And in their mind, they grew up angry. So that stuff gonna still happen in our culture, even in other people's culture, if a person grew up like that. But we gotta try to nip it in the bud and teach them better and show them love if they didn't learn it inside of the house. That's why a lot of these people join in gangs, because they think that they getting love there. No, man, join some people that's just real people and follow something that will teach you real reality of what's going on outside. Just like the Dennis Jones just said, after he almost lost his life, he went and changed it around. These are the stories that need to be heard by people like him. People like us need to teach these kids this. Even though they don't want to listen, they always want to go and learn it the hard way, going to jail, or some of them don't even escape going to jail. They get their life took, man. And it's crazy. But at the end of the day, yeah, man. Then it said, if anyone survived the 80s and the 90s and early 2000s, man, be happy. Stay blessed. Big facts. That's a fact, homie. That's why I could tell people, man, I ain't get my age being stupid. And I was outside with the wolves, the sharks, the gorillas, the all of whatever you want to. Big facts. And it ain't had nothing to do with me being tough. It has something to do with me standing my ground, but still moving smart and never disrespect nobody. And don't do no ignorant stuff. All that new stuff, running off on the plugs and all that, man. Boy, you will get got so fast. He said Chicago is crazy too.
Watch how you wear your hat. That's a big fact. That's LA too. You can't even wear a Yankee hat. And I'm from Harlem. They told me I had my Yankee hat on out there, chilling with my homies at the club. They like, yo, you wear the Yankee hat, boy. They wild out here. But luckily, I was with some thorough people, and he said after the night, bro, don't wear that, man. And ain't got nothing to do with you being soft, man. But if somebody was to pull my card to ask me, come, nah, I'm neutral, homie. Ain't no game. I'm from New York. That's I'm from Harlem. That's just that. But Status Boom XO said to the Dennis Jones, I just turned 45 last month. Your comment hit home with me. And that's my point. People like him stories like him need to be told. That's why it just hit home with you, Status Boom, because when he said it to me, it hit me like, wow, that's deep. Big thumbs up to you, homie. Living good, chilling life, you ain't gotta worry about that no more. Hate that you had to go through that, but I'm sure you did too. And you like, yeah, I had to learn the hard way. Just what I was just saying. We want to still go outside and learn the hard way instead of listening, man. Yeah, Frank Lucas and them, they definitely was snitching back then. Nicky Barnes, all of them. Is the Christ home when he was locked up? I like Is the Christ. Thorough dude, speak his mind. Speak his mind. And you can tell he a loyal dude to his people too, man. I'm definitely a fan of him on these YouTube streets, man. I never heard nothing bad about him. I heard he a stand-up dude. Shout out to Big G from the Backyard Band. He boots to the ground for stopping violence. That's what's up, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, he is a Christ, one of DC's finest. New York City, DC, Philo Speaks said New York City, DC, Philly, etc. That would be a great speaking tour. You're right. I didn't even think about those cities, attack those cities first though. You're right. Yeah, we never run off on the plug. Running off on the plug, man, for what? Then you get broke, who you gonna get work from? Because things always happen. Every time a person flips somebody's money, something always happens. And if something really did happen to the money, if somebody ran off and robbed you, whatever, keep it real with the plug, man. Let them know what happened. Let them know you want to work it off, and make sure you work it off. And if you got any other resources, don't say, man, if I give him this money, I'm going to be broke. You own that money. Give that to him. If you don't even got to tell him what happened, don't tell him what happened. Go ahead and pay for it and get some more work. That's it. Get some of these comedians to do a stop the violence, because most are from our inner cities. That's true. That's a fact. Mike Epps was talking about stuff like that, about how he was locked up before all that, man. For real. Gentleman Corner said, Uncasa Flame on repeat. Big facts. Let's go. Philo said Jay-Z would have never rapped about running off on the plug.
Because he already know he getting money and all that running off on the plug stuff. That's some young boy idiotic stupidity. And even you had grown men that ran off on people or the plugs and all that. Because they want to take the money to do things for themselves. That's being selfish. That create friction in the streets. That's what create other people to be unalived. For no reason. It's stupid. So, yeah. But yeah, man. Good talk with y'all. I'll be back, man. I got a few things to do, man. I gotta go get something to eat, get some, start that up, and then I'm gonna see what the gully dude talking about. Then I'm gonna come back. We gonna chop it up on that note. We'll see what Gully talking about, man. I ain't going back and forth with him about him beating me up or hands on me and all that. We ain't even worried about that, man. Not even a little bit. See y'all in a minute. I appreciate y'all, man. If y'all new up here, make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button, and hit that notification so you know when I'm up here. Enjoy your day, Gentleman Corner. Salute to all of y'all, my knowledgeable people. Your boy is out.